What's up, everybody? Well, I kind of needed some 4K footage here to test out my 4.6 gigahertz overclock, my all-core overclock on my 5950X, and figured, well, why not do a little YouTube video of how all the setups are doing and whatnot. So here's how the laptop setup is right now. I decided to just ditch the cooling pad completely because I almost never use it. It's not like it's bad. It only throttled in that one time on what was it, Dying Light 2, but after that I was like, nah, I'm just gonna say screw it. And monitor's still doing good, 27 inch. It's an Acer Predator. We can get the actual model number off of it real quick from Advanced Display. So it's a XB271HU. It's a 165 hertz monitor, 1440p. We have a Black Widow keyboard here. It's not a full-size one because I don't really have room for one with the numbers over here. We got a nice little glorious PC gaming race little wrist pad here, which I got way before I got this comfortable table. Probably don't even need it, but I've kind of gotten used to it. It kind of just keeps my hand at the perfect angle for my first-person shooter. We still got our Pebble Creative 2.0 speakers under there, games and all of that. Down here on the hook, we've got a old pair of headphones I used to use. Nice Philips set. Can't really remember the name because it was just a bunch of numbers, but I think it was like SCH 7000. I'm probably butchering that and getting that completely wrong. With a V-Mod mic and a little Creative X what was it, X5 or something like that. USB dongle. All right, coming over to the secondary. Oh, Misty left her whatchamacallit, cat toys in the way here, so I don't want to step on that. Anyway, on the secondary computer over here, we've got the 9900K at 5 gigahertz still with 32 gigs of 4100 megahertz Viper memory. Got a RTX 3080 for the Win 3 in there from EVGA. We've got a EK Basic 360mm all-in-one in there, cool and everything. We've got a Extrafy Zeiss Rail mouse right there, and then we have a Artisan mouse pad. For a keyboard here, we got the K70 Rapid Fire with the silver switches. For the gaming headset over here, and also the ones I use to do all my voiceovers, we've got the SteelSeries Octus Pros with the Gamer DAC, and that's what this little guy is. Probably didn't need that, but I just wanted it. It seemed cool, so I got it. And then we've also got a little Razer, what do they call those? Mouse bungees. Oh, I forgot. Over here, we've also got an RGB Razer mouse bungee. And then for anybody that doesn't know, there's a HX or a 5900HX CPU in the laptop and a 6800M for the GPU with 32 gigs of RAM. And all right, and then moving on down here, over here we've got our 50-inch Samsung TV, which we use in all of our laptop videos for the 4K portion. It's just kind of a pretty cheap, probably about the bottom of middle range TVs, but it's still all right for our bedroom TV. Then we've got a first gen Apple TV 4K here. Got a little switch here for all my different HDMI things. There's also a, what do they call it, a Chromecast Ultimate for my Stradia. Then we got a old Xbox One S that's really just there for the Blu-ray drive. Pretty much all it's there for. Basically Rick and Morty Blu-rays and what have you. Then up here we've got a PS3 that me and Danielle decorated with some colorful stickers. And then we got our little thermometer for the room there. And now, let's move on to the gaming room. Well, alright, we're in the game room now. We've got ourselves another 50-inch Vizio 4K TV this time. Actually has FreeSync, which is pretty neat, but I don't use that for any consoles besides the Wii U that's down here. Speaking of Wii U, here's the Wii U. We got the little sensor bar there for the old Wii games and whatnot. And we got a bunch of my old school games from my youth that I just kind of keep out. And also some new ones from PS4 and Switch too, over here. And then there's some old school ones from the 360 era, as well as PS3 and PS2 behind the Switch there. Then we got our Switch here, which me and Danielle also put some stickers on. Then we got our PS5 down here, which, just to keep the cat out, I put a little box underneath it, but it still has plenty of airflow. It never overheats there. Then we got our Series X over here, which is kind of hard to see because it's a black box and it's not that bright in here. I probably should have made this video earlier in the day, but I wasn't thinking about it. So all of those go to this guy, a LG C148-inch OLED TV, 120 hertz. It's got FreeSync and G-Sync, and that's what I use for a main monitor. We've got our PS5 and Xbox One or Series X right there. We have a Hummer right there to stop the cat from jumping up behind here, as well as some boxes and whatnot. But there is a boom arm back there, which, as a matter of fact, I'll just get a freaking light. I know I have a light somewhere. Or no, I guess I don't right now. Anyway, there's a boom arm back there that's holding the monitor up. Well, TV, whatever you want to call it up. Then we've got our Corsair keyboard here. Honestly forgot what it's called, so let me pull up IQ real quick. It's a K100 RGB keyboard. It's even got little RGBs around the sides and whatnot. Then we have a Logitech super light mouse here. And then for this computer, I have a custom audio solution here. Nice Sony speakers going under the TV. Then under here, we've got our 1000-watt Sony receiver. We have 2 battery backups, one for the TV, one for the computer. Then we have the 10-inch powered sub down there too. Don't know if you can see it or not, but it's down there. And then we got a bunch of boxes to keep the cat from jumping up there and getting into mischief. Then we have the star of the show here, my main computer. Well, actually, no, before we get to him, I'll forget to do these. And here the headset is a Corsair Virtuoso XT. It's wireless, but you can also hook it up wired if you want. But anyway, now to get to the star of the show. All right, I decided to not be lazy and went and got one of my lights anyway for this portion, because I realized upon turning my camera over there, you can't see jack shit. So what I did recently is put some Noctua PPC 3000 watt fans on there. I recently just toned them down a little bit, so they don't really make much noise. We've got our, well, I guess we can, it's the beauty of this small ass little camera, we can actually move it in places. So there's our reservoir. Get that out of there before I accidentally get it stuck in a fan or something. Here's how thick the radiator is. There's all the USB ports and whatnot. Front panel audio, reset. And then let's go check out the CPU block down here. And the RGB memory. See, it's pretty cool. You can get this little tiny camera into very small places like this. And then there's the RGB. And then, of course, I'm not going to try to get that by going into the glass, but there's the RTX 3090. It's not a 3090 Ti, but it's still good enough for me. I'm just going to wait for the 4090 at this point. And then I figure, now that I got some light on the situation, you guys can also see the battery backups and the subwoofer, and probably even see this easier. One last thing, there's also the gigantic Artisan mouse pad, and what is this thing? The Razer Wolverine Ultimate controller there, and then we've got my little USB 3.0 hub that I've got the controller and the USB portion of my headset in, and I think that's about it for the game room. I mean, down here we got the Batman chair, which is badass. Secret Labs makes awesome chairs, and then we've got the badass router down there. So I think that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this silly little video, as it was mostly just going to be used as a test for 4K speed on this computer right here. But hopefully some of you guys like it. But anyway, until the next video, peace out, guys.